Once a month, I go to speech therapy just to brush up. Yeah? Are you a speech therapist? Well, fucking hell. Please don't charge me for this. Now I gotta be on my best behavior. Use your diaphragm. No, seriously, thank you for what you do, but just like, can you leave it at the office, please? I'm trying to just get some glottal attacks, just for me. This is code, you wouldn't get it. How long have you been a speech therapist? 17 years? Holy shit. Or is that what it feels like? Because we sometimes take longer. That's like 9 months in regular therapy, just so you know. She's fresh out of school. 17 years. Well, hot dog. That's just up and to the left. That's cool. Do you work mostly with kids? You work mostly with adults? Mostly with adults? Hot doggy dog. That's so cool. I believe it or not, I am an adult. That's why I felt excited there, but I did express it in a very childlike manner, so I get the confusion. I do look like I don't have good coordination. That's cool. Thank you so much for what you do. What brought you into that passion? Was it passion that brought you into that vocation? Did someone in your family stutter? Sir, I cannot hear her over your goofy fucking laugh. Can you fix that, please? How do you fix that fucking thing that he's got going on? Seriously, let's get some note cards out and breathing exercises. He's got some phlegm stuff back there. Let's get your insurance, sir. We'll get this set up right away. Don't you worry about it. They bill by the minute, which is pretty fucked up when you think about it. Sorry, say that again. What made you want to get into the vocation? Was it passion? Did you have a family member who stuttered? Oh, you did? Oh my God. The movie arc on this chick, dude. You stuttered as a kid. Nice. And so do sometimes, like, do you coach yourself? You know what I mean? Do you ever get triggered? You're like, oh, wait, what's your name? What's your name? Yeah. Corinda? Well, why that name? I'm just gonna call you Ka or Duh. I'll do the middle or the end, but I'm not doing the full thing. That's not even fair. I'm not even to that level. The students walk in, he writes her name on the board. Today, we're working on this. How do you spell that? Sorry, how would you spell it? Car, nice. In duh. What was your last name? Garage? Sounds like your dad. Sounds like your dad got tired of telling your mom where he was at. Flip the TV on. I'm home, car in the garage. Talk to me. Judge Judy's on. That's very cool. That is very, very cool. I mean, and stuttering is not as common in girls in their youth, and so it's just more rare. You're like a panda, but you're not going extinct. I don't know. I didn't have a good example, but just you're very special. Corinda. Is this your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend? Sorry? Yes? What is your name?
I'm Jason.
Jason? Hell yeah, man. Great speaking voice, dude. You would, if you introduce yourself to her like that, you'd just get to graduate. That was perfect. That was flawless technique, man. Somehow I felt your firm handshake from over here. What do you do, my guy?
I'm a chef.
You're a chef? Nice, man. Power couple. Nice. Long day of her just getting all stuttering blocks, and you're like, don't worry, babe. I fucking threw some cumin and saffron, and I Doing one of these. Ooh, click, click, clack. Ooh, got a tap. Bum, ba-dum, bum. You know, and then he makes something in the kitchen. After all that, I'm hungry. Let's go to the kitchen.
It's really cool. I like looking at all the Halloween decorations. I think a lot of them are. I think a lot of it is. Sometimes you're out here, you look at a house, you're like, I don't know if they're celebrating. I am not sure. There is a couch in the front yard. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't like Halloween. I don't. And if Halloween's your favorite holiday, why don't you call your dad? All right? Okay, the divorce was not your fault. You need to reconcile with that. Just because you had 2 Christmases, I get it. It's hard when you have to split your day up, but that doesn't mean Halloween is fun. It's a holiday predicated on fear in a world that's already pretty scary. We need one more day. I don't know who's walking around like, this isn't really that scary though. Everything seems good in the world. Let's make it scary tomorrow. People aren't even scaring you in fun ways. They're not even creative when they scare you. If you're gonna scare me, scare me. You know, people always go, wah, wah. Ooh, scare me. Be like, male pattern baldness can be fixed. Can be fixed with a pill, but the side effects are ED. Ooh. The media controls the social divide with advertising. Ooh. You never expressed your feelings to your dad because he thought it was a conduit to homosexuality. Sorry, got a little personal there at the end. That was weird. Oh, that's not for you too? Okay, sorry. Thought that was for everybody. I don't know, man. I gotta take my nephews trick-or-treating. I had to take them and try to be brave for them. I gotta walk up to someone's doorstep and someone jumps out and scares me and then they got ring footage of it. I miss the 90s. I don't know I don't know why people invite you to all these Halloween parties. Halloween parties are just so you can find out which coworker's a slut. That's what a Halloween party is. And you're never happy with who it was. You're like, no. Not Dave and fishnets. No. Should have kept this at the office. That's weird. We're adults. It's okay to be an adult. That's okay. We don't need to be dressed up at a Halloween. I'm talking to some dude at a Halloween party who's dressed like Bane. He's a financial advisor. He's like, crypto is going down, but the Dow is up. I like Halloween parties. I like Halloween parties as a couple. You ever go to a Halloween party in a matching costume with your significant other, but then, you guys get in a fight and she leaves and then you're just dressed like Jane Goodall? You're like, no, you don't understand. My gorilla's mad at me. You don't... If my gorilla was here, you would understand.
Here's what I'll say about abortion. San Jose. You guys were so much fun. Don't fuck this up. Here's what I'll say about abortion. If you tell a woman what to do with her body, you're a piece of shit. But if you tell a woman who to do with her body, you're a pimp. And I support small businesses, so I don't know how to feel. I'm very conflicted. No, but I do support abortions. Financially, I've supported quite a few. Yeah, I'm not just some lobbyist, okay? I put my money where my penis is. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. No, but I'll be transparent with you. A few years ago, I was dating a young lady. We had become intimate, and normally when that happens, I have all of the protective software. But for this particular time, I guess I ran out of said software. And she said, "That's okay. I think we can risk it." And I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. And she was like, "Why?" And I was like, I don't know. Maybe because I would say I don't have the strongest pull-out game because my verbal warning's on a bit of a delay. I'm a dad. That's how that goes. And so, we had an oops-a-doozle. I think everybody's entitled to their fair share of oops-a-doozles. I asked her what it is that she would like to do about this, and she said, "I cannot have this right now." So, being a gentleman, I offered to pay for the entire operation, but she said, "No, I think it's fair if we split it." So, that's what we did. We went Dutch for our abortion, which is smart, you know. I don't want to pay for the whole thing. That puts a lot of pressure on her to put out afterwards. You know, obviously the third abortion, I'll expect something, but, and called me old-fashioned, you know. And these are jokes.